Hey everybody, it's Chance. Today I wanted to do something a little different and have a brief conversation about fear and how giving into it can slow your progress in music and really anything else. I started sporadically making videos on this channel a couple years ago and I didn't enjoy it at the time, or stick with it consistently. The reason I didn't enjoy it was because I was afraid. Looking back, I'm not exactly sure of what. I had been making music for a while at the time, but I wasn't confident in myself or my abilities to explain my music or convey musical ideas to other people. I wasn't sure that anything I had to say or the videos I would create had any value whatsoever. I was afraid of getting something wrong or doing something weird, whatever that may be. Above all, I think I was afraid of being thought of as a fraud, as someone who didn't know or understand enough about music to even be allowed to talk about it. Even though I went to school for it, even though it has been a massive part of my life since I was a child. But even that doesn't matter, because if something is important to you such as music and you're sharing in the creation, or you're simply a fan of music, you're allowed to talk about it. Your journey and voice has value, and you shouldn't let that nagging voice in your head steer you away from sharing your voice or your art, just because the fear of the unknown or the fear of some imaginary rules will devalue what you have to say. I did let fear stop me from making videos. After very inconsistently posting videos, I stopped for 8 months. During these months, I constantly nagged myself to get back to it, but I let the idea of my voice and my videos having no value take hold, and I gave up. The drive to do it never left, but I stopped trying to pursue it, until it became too much to ignore, so I sat down and for the first time on this journey of making videos, actually thought about the fear that was pushing me away. I thought of what was the worst thing that could happen. I make a mistake, somebody thinks I'm weird, or someone says what I have to say has no value. When I actually took the time to think about these things, I realized I didn't actually care, and they had been letting the possibility of them stop me from doing something I otherwise enjoy, making videos. After actually considering these things and really thinking about why or if they mattered, I was able to come back to making videos and finally start doing it how I want to without this nagging fear. I found when I started to do this, I couldn't get enough of making videos now. I was constantly coming up with new ideas. I was constantly trying to improve my way of making videos, my process, just everything about it. And I was able to focus on what topics in music and production I wanted to share without the fear of it not having any value. When I did this, I found that people responded to it more than any of the times I had been making videos, and they responded generally pretty well. This isn't to say that this fear just went away. I still experience a version of it on every video. I still lack confidence from time to time about what I have to say and how effectively I'm able to say it. But what I did realize in all of this is if an idea is giving me pause because I'm a little afraid and not confident in myself and being able to effectively do it, I should definitely do it because that's where the most growth and learning will lie outside of my comfort zone. Even this video, I wanted to give up on making it several times, but I pushed through because I knew it was important to me. And I hoped it may be helpful or hopeful for someone else. Just like music, fear has been a part of my life for a very long time, arguably a longer time. Unfortunately, it has kept me from doing a lot of things, from taking a lot of opportunities, and from putting myself out there as much as I could. But I'm done giving into it. Music and art is not a competition, and any music or art you make has value. So does any knowledge or insights you may have. Someone, somewhere, will find value in it and may need to hear it. Don't be afraid of creating, of being a beginner, or making a mistake or two. Don't be afraid of doing the thing that you want to do. A little fear is okay and can be a useful tool, but don't let it control your life and stop you from really pursuing what you want to do. Thank you for watching. Be good to each other.